Good evening and welcome to Oriole Field. We are here tonight on the OSN to share our matchup between the Ludington Orioles and the North Muskegon Northmen. And I'm Christine James. I'm here with Troy Veneman. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Christine. We got a marquee matchup. We've got a 11-0 team and the Norsemen coming in to Oriole Field. They are, again, 11-0 in the conference, 13-2 overall, with their only losses coming so far to number 1 ranked Spring Lake and then Royal Oak. They lost to Royal Oak. So they're currently number 3 in the state, the Norsemen are. They have beat West Michigan Christian, who we have here next Monday. Talking to Coach Anderson before the game, he really likes this matchup. We're 2 matches away from district play. We do match up with the Big Rapids Cardinals in the opener of the district, and the Cardinals like to run 3 forwards up front, and we should be seeing that same thing from the North Muskegon Norsemen tonight. So not only are they a great opponent, great competition heading into district play, but they do play a lot similar as far as formation, according to Coach Anderson, in terms of that 3 forward look. Any good team's built on defense, and when I talked with Coach Anderson today, we're looking at a strong defense as well, much like our defense. So again, it'll be a good matchup. We're going to go to a commercial, but we'll be back soon right after starting lineups and the national anthem.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
Since 1902, Smith & Eddy Insurance has been building relationships and providing insurance-related products. As the area's largest independent agency, Smith & Eddy Insurance offers the most experienced staff and the widest array of policies and protections in the industry. Smith & Eddy Insurance has aligned itself with the best companies and invested in technology to offer more resources to our customers. We like to say it's old-school philosophy with new technology. Like any sport, our team has several positions that make us great. From sales to service, we have placed the best members in those specific roles for a winning combination. Our team understands that our focus is to create the best customer experience possible. At Smith & Eddy Insurance, we value all of our customers, our communities, and the local organizations we serve. It's certain you will find a Smith & Eddy team member ingrained and involved in our communities we serve. It's one of our core values. Our employees are active in our communities. With offices in Manistee, Grand Haven, Bear Lake, and Scottville, Smith & Eddy is certain to have a location that is convenient for you. Since 1902, Smith & Eddy Insurance has been building relationships and offering insurance products.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
We're here today with Mike Benedict, the proprietor of Benedict's Auto Center. And Mike Benedict, what is it that sets Benedict's Auto Center apart from other businesses here in Mason County?
I'm gonna go with the old cliche word, and I'm gonna say customer service. Like to spend the time with the customer, give them the kind of all the Q&As, answer all the questions they might have pertaining to the damaged vehicle, what's gonna happen next, and then I walk them through the process going forward that I'm gonna handle things. We take it apart, find additional damage, call the insurance company, we take care of all the work from there for them, keep them clued in what's going on so they know about when they'll be receiving their car back.
Let the viewers out there and the listeners know, Mike, there's a perception that you have to go where your insurance company tells you. That is not the case, is it?
Not true at all. What I always suggest they do is they go and they talk to either the manager or the owner of the business. Be comfortable where you take the car, have them answer your questions, and that's where you want to go. If you're comfortable with them, that's what you want to do, and it's your car, you go where you want.
Benedict's Auto Body, your trusted one-stop collision and repair shop.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Safe Harbor Credit Union is your premier choice for all your banking needs. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, our members always come first. You're not just a member, you're family. This is Adam Johnson, President and CEO of Safe Harbor Credit Union and proud former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're thrilled to once again be the premier halftime sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. If you haven't yet experienced the Safe Harbor Credit Union difference, now is the perfect time to make the switch. We cherish our relationships with our members and our community student athletes. You'll find us in the stands cheering for that next Oriole win and in local classrooms teaching financial literacy. We believe in being the local financial institution that you can trust with all your banking needs. When you invest with us, your money stays local, and local decision-making ensures that your needs are our top priority. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Come visit us at our new location at 5511 US 10 here in Ludington. We can't wait to welcome you into our family at Safe Harbor Credit Union.
We appreciate you being so patient. That long break for commercials. Our exclusive pregame sponsor is House of Flavors Manufacturing. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports, producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937, and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com.
And welcome to Oriole Field again. This is a marquee matchup between the Ludington Orioles and the North Muskegon Norsemen. On behalf of Mason Gonger, our technical engineer, Todd Scoop Hansen, the one and only on the camera tonight, Christine Janes on our color commentary, and on behalf of our executive producer, Thad Shank, we welcome you. Play has just started. The Norsemen come in boasting an 11-0 record. Overall 13-2, but 11-0. They're currently, according to coach, ranked number 3 in the state. They have lost to Spring Lake, an undefeated Spring Lake, and they've also lost to a very, very talented Royal Oak team. Familiar people who we play next Monday on the schedule, we'll be looking at again West Michigan Christian. They did beat West Michigan Christian, and so again, a very formidable team. We've got 2 games left until we start district play. This is just a great way to do it, playing 2 really, really good teams, getting that competitive edge heading into districts.
Yeah, we had a tough game on Friday night against the Spring Lake team. We held them to 2-0 in the first half, though. I was really impressed with their play that night.
Yeah, 2-0, and I mean Cambria Britton, our goalie, who's our keeper tonight. She faced 38 shots in that game, eventually giving up eight goals. The 8th goal came with about 3 minutes to go in the game, which obviously that end of the game as far as the mercy rule at 8-0. But facing 38 shots, and there was probably 10 of them that she actually had saves that were just completely amazing. So, I mean, hats off again, finishing with Spring Lake ranked number 1. And then you're looking at, of course, right now the North Muskegon team, who's ranked 3 in the state. And then you're looking at always a tough West Michigan Christian team. So we're off here. We're looking like defensively the same stuff we started down with at South Christian when we went down and played South Christian in Granville at the Invitational down there. It was about a month ago. But I think Coach said we're healthy. We're going to open things up. We are still missing Sydney Shemanek. She's out with a concussion. But other than that, the girls should be rested and healthy, according to Coach.
Well, and we got Maddie Gazaway playing regularly now, coming back from injury. So
yes,
she's definitely one of our strong leaders out there.
And that's what we want to be doing, Christine. Maddie sat out, had an ankle, had some things coming back. Just kind of like you look at it, at a district run heading into basketball. It doesn't matter what happens in the regular season. You want to be peaking, playing your best ball, heading into the district. And with that being said, of course, we want to be healthy, and we're getting there. Hopefully Sydney can make a comeback and see the field. She gives us a lot of spark up there at the forward position, and one of our faster players, and she has a leg that can put it on a rope way outside the 18. So we wish Sydney well in her comeback, and so far right now, pretty even match. The ball's been on both sides. Currently, we're taking a goal kick. North Muskegon is. Here's Emma McKinley. Emma, one of our seniors on the team. She wears the captain band on her right calf. Emma Jane McKinley, excuse me. We like to call her, when I coached her, Tinkerbell. She kind of, she's got those light feet and kind of bounces around out there. So we gave her the nickname Tinkerbell out there.
But that girl has some grit. I mean, she is a tough cookie.
I would not want to go whether it's the the links, whether it's the hardcore, whether it's the pitch as they call the soccer field, if you will. Emma J. McKinley is a competitor.
She's an all-around athlete.
And here's another one. Look at Reese Willis. I mean, Reese is just, they go after everything. And Ludington creating some pressure right now. This is something, obviously, North Muskegon would have faced against your Spring Lakes, against your Royal Oaks. But, as far as conference play, they really haven't seen much of this in conference play. So it's going to be a good test for them, and Ludington's coming out to play.
Yeah, we've definitely had a good showing the first half for the most part this season. So I like seeing that consistency.
Yeah, and if you look at the benches here, as far as players available, it's pretty even. But I will say this, in terms of youth and depth and stuff like that, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 7 seniors on this North Muskegon varsity roster. However, I will say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 9 freshmen or sophomores. And one of them is Emily Creed. In my conversations with Coach today, Coach Anderson, he said, watch out for this Creed girl. She wears the 2 jersey out there. And then we've got a senior, Kennedy, Cook, who just took that ball out of bounds.
Now they got a corner.
And now it looks like a corner from North Muskegon. They're set up way outside the 18. El Jeruzel, Alex Busan, and Cam are set up in the goal. Good run right there. And they did a good job of clearing it. Reese Willis did a good job. And Maya Martin gets it out to about the 25-yard line. North Muskegon controls. And she's so good at that. You look at Maya Martin, number 18 for us, our wing. Maya really understands when actually to poke at the ball and when to just take the ball. And she's just kind of like a early opening rounds of a boxing match. These kids are just kind of feeling themselves out. Who's going to bring the energy? Who's going to bring the physicality? And Maya's one you don't have to worry about when she's going to bring it, because she brings it 110% of the time. Here's a run right here inside. Cambria Britton comes out.
Save.
Great decision. No hesitation for Cam. We knew they were in trouble right there. A little bit more pressure here from North Muskegon at 33 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the first half of this.
Well, Cambria played the first half of the JV game, and they ended up taking a 1-0 win.
Yeah, a huge win, a huge win there for Coach Hamilton and his JV squad. The goal came with 20 minutes to go in the contest by Katie Hill. So congratulations to Katie Hill in that contest. And I should note, Coach has pulled up, as he has done a lot in these varsity games. He did pull up. We got some youth on the bench here for us right now. We've got Addison and Charlotte Torres up. We've got Eva Hatch, the leading goal scorer this year on the JV squad. She's up, and then one young Isla Veneman wearing the 1 jersey is up there on the sideline. So a lot of youth on the Ludington side too, a lot of talent. Again, we don't have, we've got 2 seniors, one in Emma Jane Tinkerbell McKinley there, and then our backup goalie Grace Ashley, who had a great half. There's a shot from the 18, just wide of Cambria Britton. Just wide of Cambria Britton. And again, I want to go back to that JV game. Great half.
Was
by
she in the second
Grace,
half?
Yeah, Grace Ashley
She had
played
an
the second
awesome
half.
save. Came out aggressive.
Yep. Without her coming out on that one, it would have been a tie game. And that
Oh,
JV
for
has
sure.
tied enough games this year late, giving up a lead. So that had to feel good for Coach Hamilton to finish that one.
Those girls were so excited after that game to take that win.
Yeah, and they'll end their season next week again. They'll play the JV of West Michigan Christian, who of course is going to be extremely talented even at the JV level.
And that'll be it in Muskegon, right?
I
think
I believe that's
they're
up
on the
here.
road. They're at home.
Yep,
on
I
Wednesday.
believe
Okay.
we do
Home.
host these last 4 games, I believe, and I
Okay.
believe that last one is a home game here at Oriole Field. So right now, what we have is here's Emma. We got to challenge the center here. What they're doing is working the outside. If they get it to the center and can turn on a ball, and they're doing a great job of dropping it back and being patient. But there's a step there by Maddie Billings. She just comes like out of a cannon at the ball. Same with Elle
Nice.
Jeruzo. I mean, look at Elle commanding. Now we've got Gasway on a run here. If she could get up there, good pressure though. And here's Emma here. If she can switch the ball. And again, like we talked about in the opener, this defense for North Muskegon, it's a lot like ours. Here's Alex Busan with, that control she has with her body, and the patience is amazing. And again,
Katie.
she's a sophomore. Alex is a sophomore for us.
Katie Rangel had a nice little win there. Just won the ball. They're not backing down after these Norsemen at all.
No, and they're not. And that reminds me a lot of our 3-1 win over Fremont. It was an undefeated Fremont team that came in here a couple weeks ago. I would say that's, not that we need a turning point in the season, but I think we needed a big win where against a formidable opponent, and Fremont was really good. Here's a run, Emma McKinley inside the 18. Keeper comes out, and there was a little bit of late decision on that keeper's part. The defender for the Norsemen shielded Emma just enough to give that keeper enough time.
Yeah, I can't imagine she's had a lot of pressure considering the 2 losses. So
Yeah. Here comes Maya Martin on a run, looking to switch it over. Maya can switch it. Oh, good job
And now we got a corner
by
on
North
that.
Muskegon, I believe a corner. And Maddie Billings, if you have watched any of her corners this year, I've seen Emma McKinley have a couple headers. She's looking for more today. They just brought Elle Jeruzel up from that sweep position. She's got the ability to get back on defense, but her nose for the goal, she needs to be up there. There's another one right there, just kicked out of bounds. If you look at these flags, and I'm not making any excuses. If you look at the flags in the corners where the corner markers are, they are blowing. It's probably blowing 20 knots out of the north, and that ball just carried outside of the end zone. So I think Maddie will make a mental note of that.
Yeah, and they'll be able to take the wind in the second half, which we can use that to our advantage.
Yeah. So we've got 28:52 left in this half. No score. As far as shots on goal, I would say Muskegon has a solid 2 to our none. Both teams have had opportunities in corners. Here's Reese Willis here working. And she did a great job turning that. Ball goes out of bounds, but Reese played that to perfection. Her coach loves it. Her teammates love it. She is just having a game so far. Here comes Cambria and Keith. Yeah, I think Elle thought that ball might have been going out of bounds or out of bounds, but the HR was the head referee was kind of down there. I don't know if he had the angle, but he let it play on, and North Muskegon kind of zipped one in there, but Cam was alert and ready. Good ball by Billings, hits it wide. Now the O's are kind of trying to push up a little bit here. We look like we got our legs here tonight. We should be okay. The defense is communicating really well, and again, that word patience is coming to mind with the Orioles right now.
Yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to Safe Harbor Credit Union, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call at 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. Yeah, we've been pretty fortunate with the weather lately too. I mean, other than a little bit of wind, which is definitely a factor. I mean, it's been.
Well, and I want to talk. It's funny you mentioned that. I want to talk a little bit about district play. We opened the district against the Big Rapids Cardinals, who, speaking of weather, we played our first game of the season over there to a 1-0 loss over in Big Rapids. And that weather was unbelievable. I'm surprised they played the game. But yeah, we have a beautiful sunny and 65 night here at Oriole Field. Again, that north wind, I would say, is the only setback, but I will take that over the beginning of the season. That's, spring soccer can really surprise you.
It's brutal, yeah.
Yep, it's brutal.
So is Big Rapids hosting the?
I'm not sure where the districts are hosted, but I will give you the lineup. We've got in our district. We'll have Midland. We'll have Mount Pleasant, Bay City Central, Bay City, John Glenn, Cadillacs in our district, Big Rapids, and Ludington. There is not one team in our district that we can say, okay, well, we can't. There's not a game we can look past.
No.
But that's what you want in your district, and it's playing Spring Lake, North Muskegon, and again WMC, West Michigan Christian coming in here on Monday is just the way you want to prepare, because those are the kind of teams, maybe not that caliber in that district, but they're pretty darn close, So we've got Ashley Stowe just working over here. Here's Alex Busan again. No one when to stop, no one when to carry the ball. She's patient. She distributes to the middle. But again, this defense of North Muskegon anticipating that. I'm not saying we're a step slow. I think we just need to take an extra touch on the ball before we pass it. And Elle does a good job of clearing that. And again, the Orioles are doing a good job following, pushing up at this point. Oh. No call there. Yes, there is a call from the AR here. That would be Maddie Gasway down. She looks like she's okay. She just maybe got the wind knocked out of her. We'll see if she's able to play on or if Coach gets a sub for her.
I can imagine she does not want to have to come out. She's spent enough time having to watch from the sideline this season.
Yeah, the senior wearing number 17. And here's where Ludington's dangerous. El Jerusalem, again, coming up from the stopper position. Watch the backside of this goal here if we could. See where she puts it. That ball is going right towards the backside. Off the post! Off the post! Oh, my gosh.
That was a nice.
Madison Billings was there. I mean, you can't get a more beautiful ball than that. Again, we've seen her do that time and time again. That was on par, but just inches off. Great job by El Jerusalem there. So that, I wowould say, as far as scoring opportunities at this point, I mean, Ludington with that one right there is at the best true scoring opportunity in this game with 24 minutes and 22 seconds to go in this first half. There's Alex stepping again. We're pushing up, putting some pressure.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right, Christine. A lot of pressure here. Here's Emma. She thought about it. Sends it wide to Martin. Martin just can't get there.
That was a good idea, though. I mean, they were pushing up and playing the ball to the open space.
Yep, you had Johnson on the outside wing there. So you had if Maya were able to turn and switch that, you had 2 or 3 options with even Gasaway in the middle. Maya working here. I would say that was more incidental contact.
For
but,
sure,
but
for
the,
sure.
But the AR is just gonna, or the HR is gonna make that call. Girl goes down that hard every time. You know, pretty fair game called so far. I don't readily recognize these refs. I didn't recognize in our spring lake games, so got some new blood up here in Ludington, and they appear to be calling a fair game, and the players are playing fair as well. North Muskegon not afraid to drop the ball back. That's a sign of a confident team, though. When you can drop the ball back and kind of work the ball up like they are right now, and then there's a switch there. Again, El Jeruz is on point. Here's number 2. Here's the sophomore we were warned about by Coach. It's interesting. Her and El right now are going at it.
And Al's winning that ball.
El won that ball, even play. And you hear the North Muskegon crowd cheering. We've got 1, 2, 3. We've got about 15 vehicles on the hill. I see Todd Stowe up there, and I see Dr. Martin in the back of his pickup truck. You know, we've got about 20 fans in the North Muskegon on the far side, and this is about as many fans as I've seen down here for a soccer game in a long time. This is great. Inbounding here, Alex Busan with great body position. Here's a shot from the number 19 from the 18.
Launched it right over.
That goes over. That goes over right there. Again, on behalf of executive producer Thad Shank, I'm here with Christine James doing the color, Todd Scoop Hansen on the camera, and Mason Conger, our technical engineer. We got 22 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the first half. El Jeruzal puts it in play to Kylie Johnson all the way to the 30-yard line. Kylie up the sideline. And it's going to be a game, Christine, of these little battles.
Yeah.
You know, it's a tight game.
Who's going to win the ball?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's going to win the ball? And later in the game I believe this bench is a little deeper than in North Muskegon's bench, that is. Who's going to stay tight to their marks? Can Ludington have the energy to stay tight to their marks? Because I tell you, we've seen number 2 make a run for North Muskegon. We've seen number 1 make a run and have a shot. Here's 12. So the pressure's there.
We have to stay tight. We cannot give them many steps to get ahead of us.
Here's Reese Willis making a run. Look at this.
Oh, it skimmed right outside.
Just outside. She had Eva Hatch, so we've got the freshman making an appearance. Eva played 2 halves in the JV game. Now the rule is you're allowed 3 halves a night. So Eva, at the 21-minute mark, enters the game as a freshman, wearing the number 8 jersey. She wears the 14 jersey for the JV, but Eva Hatch in the number 8. So the freshman gets some play up there at the forward position. So Maddie Billings, I mean, you know, North Muskegon knows the name Maddie Billings. You know, Anywhere Maddie Billings goes, right there, she's going to draw contact. She's drawing the best defender, if not 2. That's a call right there by the HR. El Jeruzal goes down. But again, tough kid. Wearing the 5 jersey, gets up. And that's the most dangerous part here. You have El Jeruzal with a very similar ball, you know, add 10 yards to it. So I don't think she's going to make it to the goal here. But we've got the box above the 18 loaded up, and with 6 Orioles there. And here, ball's into play. Puts it right up top there. Didn't get quite enough on that, and the ball kind of curved on her. But the Orioles doing a good job getting back. And look at Reese Willis. Right to Maya Martin. Maya not afraid to drop it back to Rango. And we got Billings in the top here. Again, how many people around her? She just dribbled through 3, 4. Can Maya switch this? Can Maya switch this? There it's over.
Nice.
There it's over. Oh! Okay.
Just if we had gone for that lower left-hand corner, that would have been such a nice goal. But
And again, as far as quality attempts, I think I'd give Ludington 2 quality attempts to North Muskegon's none. You know, we started as, you know, looked like, you know, the defense we had against South Christian, not necessarily that stacked, but we've had great opportunities to score here. Now North Muskegon from the 18, there's a shot. El Jeruzal. El Jeruzal, just selfish, you know, just unselfish play in there, giving up her body. That ball was on a rope. She just took it, and I'm sure her goalie, Cambria Britton, appreciates that kind of play. Here's Maya, steps to stop. Maya after making a long run. Now here's number 1 on the outside here. Reese says, no thank you. We are here, and we are here to stay all night, Reese Willis says. Ball out of bounds. Looks like North Muskegon's possession here. Good pace to the game. Clean game so far. Good scoring chances on both ends and great defense.
It looks
Everything
like-
we expected.
Coach gave Maddie Gasaway a little breather by having Eva Hatch in there, and Maddie looks good to go.
Yeah, so even and that's what these freshmen are here up here for. They're not here to get tons and tons and tons of minutes, but I have a daughter that's pulled up for a lot of these varsity games, and the message to her is you need to listen to what the coach is saying. You need to watch the positioning. And when you get in there and get your minutes, obviously you're going to give 100%. But for a lot of these freshmen, it's learning what coach is expecting, and frankly, watching the intensity of some of these games. You get some of these freshmen in there; they look like they're deer in the headlights, like they might not want anything to do with it. But just those minutes on the sideline watching are just as important as those minutes in the game. And you think about a lot of these freshmen; they'll play, 80 minutes in a JV game. And then they'll come up here and sometimes they get 10 minutes, in one of these varsity games. And that's 90 minutes of soccer a night. And every minute's important, whether it's at a JV or varsity level for these young ones, it's great.
Well, the experienced players that they get to interact with and spend time at this level, you can't replicate that. And especially if you anticipate being able to be a part of the postseason, this is a critical experience for them.
Yes, absolutely. Here's a shot right here from the 18. It went right wide.
Outside.
That's number 12 from North Muskegon there.
One of the players is tying Cam's shoe.
Yeah, her number 12, Alex Johnson from North Muskegon. You knew that it was gonna turn on that, and you look back to come and see, Cambria Britton's best friend, who's Alex Poussin, number 22, tying her shoes for her.
That's just awesome.
Yep, and those two kids know each other like the back of their hand. They played in those same defensive positions for almost 5 years now. Mm-hmm. So, and again, just sophomores, so they'll be back. They'll be returning, and then we'll have a big group of freshmen coached by Trish Forfinski right now.
I'm looking forward to that group coming up.
Yeah, a lot of teams say, it's a rebuilding year for us. It's this. I don't think Ludington girls soccer isn't going to rebuild for years to come. You know what they're going to do, Christine? They're going to reload.
Yeah, I agree. We have some real talent here, and we're just some exciting seasons ahead for sure.
Yep, and I'll tell you another exciting thing. Mentioning Coach Forfinski, she's coached. Primarily those, it's a group of primarily 8th graders for the West Michigan, for the Waves team here.
And JV for years.
Yeah, and she was our JV coach here, and she's carrying that Waves team. We're lucky enough to have her up here at halftime, just to see how their season's going. All of these Waves teams are going up to play in the Cherry Cup this weekend, which just looks, again, sunny and 70 up there. We've got a ton of boys and girls teams going up there. So we're lucky enough to, Coach Forfinski is going to give us some of her time at halftime here to interview her about her season. And we will have a special guest, one Grace Forfinski, her daughter, to check in with Grace to see how her season's going. So looking forward to that at our halftime, so stick around for that.
Now, are you coaching a team that's headed up there this weekend, or?
I am not coaching a team. I am not coaching a team this year. I have retired. I trust in Trish and Coach Hamilton, and of course Coach Anderson from here on out. I'm just the guy who paints the fields for another 3 weeks, and then I'm retiring from that, and I'm just thinning things out because. Like I said, next year I've got a current 8th grader, Liana. She'll be either playing on the JV or varsity or a little bit of both.
Okay.
My daughter Isla will be playing next year on either the JV or varsity, hopefully. So I'm just going to be dad and sit in the stands and hang out. And
that'll be awesome.
Yeah, been fortunate enough to coach a lot of these kids out on the pitch right now, but it's just it's best left to the professionals. And Coach Anderson, the amount of district regionals, he's been, there's a one up off the crossbar. That kind of settled Cam back a little bit. Cam, lately has had a tendency sometimes to come a little far out. And I think, Coach has talked to her about that. Not that it's a mistake. It's just a sign of a real aggressive goalie. And, games like last week against Spring Lake, you need an aggressive goalie.
Oh,
you need someone to say, no, it's not going to happen here.
And she's such a leader. I mean, she's a strong voice out there, and the girls listen to her.
Well, not only a leader, you look at her. I mean, I don't, for those who don't know Cambria Britton, I mean, she's a champion weightlifter. I mean, and she rides dirt bikes all the time. God bless her dad, John, in his recovery. He wrecked his dirt bike a couple weeks ago in Battle Creek. Did a couple nights in the hospital. I'm sure his wife Danielle's was not appreciative of that. But I asked John if he's gonna ride again. John will. John will be. Probably riding again. But again, Scoops reminded me here, and I forgot when I was coaching Cam last fall in soccer. She had to miss a couple of our soccer games to do what? Play rugby. Mm-hmm. So she was going down with a couple girls playing rugby.
Grand Haven.
Yeah, down in Grand Haven, and very successful. I wouldn't want to line up against them.
No.
I mean, I'm surprised, and maybe we'll have to get a hold of Coach Charlie Gunslide, and I don't know his kicking situation or punting situation.
I think they're always looking for a good punter.
I'm telling. So you look back years back. You had Mallory Shin was their kicker.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pat Shin's daughter, and Mallory did a great job for the Orioles. Who's to say Cambria Britton couldn't step out on the gridiron and let it go? Again, our defense. There's a shot right there. Cam. Okay. Off the tip.
Now we got a corner for the Norseman.
Yep, corner from the Norseman. It would be on the northeast side of the field here. We've got the wind coming crosswind here, so the ball should drift into play even if it's kicked bad here. Making some subs here for the Norseman. We got number 12 back in, and someone we need to keep an eye on and mark here.
Two off the field also.
So the coach from North Muskegon here, definitely, he has got something in his back pocket drawn up, bringing personnel in. They simply get the ball in, and then right to Cam, right to the keep. That was a left foot, again, I believe by number 12. So she's showing us she can shoot with her right and her left outside the 18. So one heck of a weapon there for North Muskegon.
Yeah, with 11 minutes left in the first half, and it's still 0-0. So the Orioles are playing a tough first half.
Yeah. What a pass there by Maya. She's really, really working her space here. Can we get a switch here? We're going to have to drop it back. Maya trying to make a play back to Gasaway. Didn't happen. Again, North Muskegon's defense. We got back here. Can't get it to Billings. Billings, what a job controlling that ball on her foot. Just, again, 2 or 3 kids around her. She takes one touch. She has 2 Norsemen on her right away.
Yeah, they already knew about her.
Ball wide here. Cam comes out. I've heard it a million times. When Cam says got, that means get away. This is my ball. I'm keeping. Cam launches it to about the 40-yard line in the air.
I'm going to do a quick shout out to Indian Summer Co-op. Indian Summer is proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles.
And again, the head coach for the Norsemen is Caleb Parnin. That's their head coach, so I wanted to mention his name.
I see a familiar face on the sideline over there as well.
I do, wearing yellow, and we know it because he's got that soccer ball tattoo on his calf as one Corey Went. And that would make you think that someone in North Muskegon, likely their keeper, is getting some instructions from Coach Went down there. Yeah, he knows his stuff down there. So Coach Went is looks like to appear to be helping out the Norsemen. I'm not sure if that's a full-time thing. I don't have him on the roster here as an assistant. The assistant coaches, I got Chris Wilson, Adam Schultz, Kim Gorbach, and Zach Muntz. So you see a lot of assistant coaches down there for the Norsemen. Norsemen been controlling here just outside the 18. Ludington needs to get, again, like we said, tight to their marks. These girls are getting a little bit looser here. So there's a switch attempt by Johnson. We're up the field. Emma McKinley, can she get a through ball here? Through ball here.
Yeah.
Through ball here.
Now somebody's got to hustle up there and give
There we
Maddie
go.
some support.
Yep. We kind of Gasaway's getting it though here. She needs to
Emma,
have a
Emma's
drop.
coming up.
No call on that. I don't know about that. Again, there's some pretty strong defensive play from the Norsemen here. Ball wide by Kylie, but look at this.
Maya,
Look who's
you
there.
threw.
Maya Martin
Oh,
has the Jets on tonight. So, I mean, even these girls have played almost a whole season on Oriole Field. You can tell the difference in this turf. The ball just goes a lot quicker. But we're getting used to it, especially for these young freshmen, sophomore girls. By the time they hit their senior year, they're going to be used to how that ball travels on the turf. But
Have they been doing a lot of their practice sessions out here too?
Yes.
Is that the majority of the time now?
yes, they've been doing now. Christine, I got to tell you something. We'll take a little break from soccer here and let Scoop do his beautiful filming. But I have I've Greg Piscadna, our AD, saw me walking up here. He says, "Troy, what do you know about soccer?" I said, "Listen, Greg, I know when you say practices out here, I'm going to tell you, I wrote something down. A nil is 0, right?
Correct.
It's not called the field, it's called the pitch. It's not a game, it's called a match.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
let's
yeah,
back
yeah,
up here.
yeah.
It's not practice, it's called training.
Training.
Okay?
Yes, yes.
So, yes, Christine, they've done their training out here. This is where
Got
they
it,
train.
got it.
It's
Oh,
shot a
Just
little bit
wide.
wide. Now, when you sit in the stands here, you hear like Mike Giaruzzo yelling all the time, and a lot of the fans, "Well done, well done, well done." They're not ordering a steak at Outback. They're saying that's the soccer form of good job. Okay, so you hear "well done," and
Yes.
then let's go back to Corey Wendt. You know you are playing a formidable opponent when you got the soccer ball tattooed on
your.
and
yeah,
let me
yeah.
tell you something. Look at the head coach there. He's got a soccer ball tattoo. He's got flames. So I don't know if it's a thing where the assistants are just allowed to have the ball and the head coach is the flames.
I don't
But
know.
there's certainly a hierarchy. And again, the terminology in soccer is a little different. But Greg, I got this. Don't worry about it, buddy.
So do you think Coach Anderson will join this club of having the soccer ball tattoos? I mean, do you see that happen?
Well, it's interesting. I always see Coach in long pants. You know, he could have he could have 2 or 3 with flames. I mean, he's that decorative of a coach. I mean, you coach for a state championship. I mean, you could have it all over your back. Who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So if anybody ever sees Coach Anderson out there with shorts on, I got to have a report of what's happening with that situation. But all right, back to play here. We got 5 minutes and 55 seconds to go. Ludington just had control down on their end. Again, a back and forth game. Again, the crowd's still filing into Oriole Field up here. I'm counting nearly 20 cars up on the hill on a beautiful night.
It is a little warmer on that side of the field. I will attest to that. I was there for part of the first half of the JV game, and the fans sitting in the bleachers here are in the stands. They're a little cold. They're in the shade of the press box here.
Mm-hmm.
I have a shout out to Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 1940s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. But if you do end with a scrape, an fender bender, or with major collision damage, call Mike at 231-613-4111. Mike also reminds you that it is your choice when it comes to selecting a car repair business and that you can go where you desire to have your vehicle repaired. But Benedict's Auto Center, now located at their new location at 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville.
And again, the assistant coaches, we've got Coach Rodriguez, of course, we've got the JV coach, Coach Hamilton, and then we've got the one and only Haley Stowe out there, one of the best sweepers I've seen in a long time come through Ludington. To have her for a girl like El Jerusalem and really all those defensive girls out back, it's just got to give you as a player that much confidence. You're getting that much coaching, and when you look at it, one word would be grit for her. You take the ball from her, you're not only going to have the ball stolen from you back, but you're going to end up on your back, and that's the kind of enforcer, that Haley Stowe was and is. She's still a player. I believe she's on Cornerstone.
Yeah.
And again, look at her. She's humble as a church mouse, but I'm telling you what, she's got
tough.
it in her.
Tough. And she's a great role model for these girls.
Absolutely. I know. My youngest plays sweep for Coach Verfinski at the Waves, and between looking up to Elle Jeruzel and looking up to Haley Stowe, and I can only hope that she ends up with that grit and just determination that's just in those kids, because you're the last line of defense before it gets to your keeper.
Yeah, it's a tough position.
It's a tough position, yet it's a prideful position, and being the quarterback back there, that defense, you have to command those defenders around you and those defensive mids and even your center mids to listen to you, to communicate. Here she goes. She called off Reese.
There's a little communication. And
great
Cam
side.
came through. Oh.
There was that communication right there. Reese looked like she called off Elle, and Elle stepped aside, and then we had a little break there. But Cam read that perfectly. I mean, that was even inside a PK line right there. Cam just kind of had to guess, it looked like. But again, that puts us in a position where it's a corner here. They're going to switch out and put number 10 out there. No substitutions at this time. Last time North Muskegon substituted twice.
Yeah, they got two right there in the middle.
Yep. And off the post, maybe another.
They're calling it back.
Wow. I don't know if Cam touched that. Evidently, she did.
They must have seen something I didn't see.
And now Ashley Stowe comes out. Refs didn't walk her off the 10 yards. Ashley's in there. Again, ready to sacrifice. Ball's up, ball's in, and we got to get this cleared here with 2 minutes to go here. Good body position. They're going to look to kick here from outside there. Here comes Reese Willis. She's just got to get it up to sideline, gets out. That's smart. It's a smart play with 1:53 to go, and sometimes you just got to live to play another day, especially with this much time on the clock. We don't want to give an easy one. Here's Cam right there. Mishandles the ball. North Muskegon's right there. Cam gets it on the second bounce. 1:30 to go. Cam just needs to put a lot on this here, and every second that ticks off this clock is okay, because North Muskegon's had a lot of pressure on us this last 10 minutes. We just kind of need to regroup. There's a kick to the 50. And again, we're not tight to our marks right now. Billings comes back.
Stolen.
And that's number 2. That's number 2. That's the matchup the coach told us to look out for. That's the sophomore against the junior here. Alex Busan stepping. Again, great body control, great footwork. She spent 3 sessions in the indoor down in North Muskegon. It's showing off here. 1 minute called out a play. We've got Gasaway making a run, putting pressure on up there, and North Muskegon now is forced to make that decision to simply kick it out of bounds with 45 seconds to go on the clock here. So 0-0 score here from Oriole Field, 45 seconds to go on the clock. We've got, I believe, Maddie Billings inbounding the ball, and Orioles really are in no hurry here, but we have 30 seconds to try to make something happen. There you go, North Muskegon steps. Ball might roll out of bounds. Yes. Okay, so with 20 seconds to go on the clock, we've got the Orioles here. And again, I've got some, oh my gosh, we have some very special guests joining us in the booth up here. Counting down 7 seconds. Big kick to midfield. Alex again with body control plays it. There's a last-ditch effort by North Muskegon. We play at 0-0, as they say, as we learned, Christine.
Yes.
0-0 at halftime, and I'm going to turn it over to Christine for one more promo here.
A shout out to Lundquist Furniture. Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street in downtown Scottville. A family-owned and operated business since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist at 231-757-3368.
Okay, so at halftime, again, we got 9-minute halftime. We've got a 0-0 score here. And the undefeated in conference, North Muskegon Norsemen, have came to play, but so have our Orioles. As far as shots on goal, I'd say North Muskegon outshot us that last 10 minutes. But as far as quality chances, I'd say each team has had 2 equal quality chances as far as almost scoring. So again, credit to Cambria Britton for that huge save with 4 minutes to go in the first half. to make sure it's a 1-0-0 game. Now, joining us here, as we promised, a very exciting moment. We've got the head coach of the West Shore Waves U09.
So we're U15.
The U15 girls, Coach Trish Ferfinski. A couple questions. Again, we're heading into the biggest weekend as far as soccer here in the youngsters world is the Big Cherry Cup up in Traverse City. But a couple questions before I get to that. How long have you coached? How long have you coached soccer in all the realms? We've talked about you being a JV coach here, but now you're with the Waves. So give us your background.
Okay, so this is my 19th year coaching. I coached for 5 years in Grand Haven as their head JV coach. And then we moved up to Ludington, and I coached 12 years for JV here at Ludington before kind of taking a break because of too many kids at home that I want to watch their things. And then for the Waves, I've done 13 seasons with the girls. This will be the 13th and final season of coaching them.
She says the final season. We hope not, but we might get to that later. Put a little pressure on Coach. So as far as this season in particular, what's your record, and what do you attribute getting to that record as far as play?
So we're 6-0 right now on the season. We have really kind of dominated in this first part of the season. We lost a goalie coming into the spring, so we've really stepped up and kind of made some adjustments, and we have some girls that are unselfishly playing goal, and we're doing the things that we've always done that make us successful. And I think a big part of our record right now is due to we're finally playing age appropriate. For years and years and years, as long as we've been playing, it's been us playing girls. I mean, actually in the fall we played sophomores. Girls were getting out of the cars they drove to the game to play the game. So it's kind of fun for us to finally play age appropriate and see where we fall.
Okay, good. What's your favorite part about coaching?
I love everything. I love everything about it. I love the girls. I love the game. I love teaching the game I love to the girls. But I think probably my favorite part is watching them progress from game to game, season to season, year to year, to get to where they are now. We at practice last night, we put in I threw a college drill at them. I practiced that drill in college, and it was unbelievable to see them execute it the way they did. I mean, there's some small parts that we need to tweak, but for the most part, it was really impressive.
Yeah, you've got a couple great assistants, and they call him Coach Mike, Mike Jerusalem, Paul. Talk a little bit about what they mean to you and the team, and how the girls, these young girls, U15, they love to hear your voice as some of their mom, we'll get to Grace in a second. But how do they react to Coach Mike and Coach Paul, and how have they helped you in your season?
I honestly couldn't do what I do without them. The funny part is, back when I first started coaching the girls, I was adamant that I didn't want an assistant. I did not want an assistant, and Mike happened to be at the church where we sign kids up for soccer, and he volunteered, and I said, no offense, but I don't want you, and I don't need an assistant, and and every season since, I tell him I don't know how I would do it without him. I said he does everything for me. He's a ear to listen. He listens to me when I'm bouncing ideas off of him. He's always offering advice. He runs my subs. He is always scooping up girls, and he's also the guy that's always helping the girls when they're down.
Yeah.
And, upset or crying or whatever, he's always there. And then Coach Paul's a new addition this last couple seasons. We finally got him on the sideline with us. He does a lot of fun things. Always supportive. He's always just been a supportive dad. Even before he was a coach, he was at practices, kicking the ball around.
Yep.
And it's been fun to have him too.
And I appreciate you those guys. I mean, they're just good guys to have around. And Coach Mike, not only picking up these girls emotionally when they're down, and I have my own daughter in here, Liana Veneman. Coach Mike really helped her this season, turn around her head around in a close game you guys had down in Muskegon. But I've seen Coach Mike, when a player's down, he'll actually go down on the field injured. Coach Mike is the first one out there. Mm-hmm. He's tending to the injuries on the sideline. So all those little things that you speak of, that's huge. So
yep, we make a good team.
Yes, absolutely. So last question I have, what have your past experiences been in the Cherry Cup, and how do you guys think you'll fare this week? Of course, you never know. It could be anybody's tournament up there, but how have you done in the past, and how do you think you'll do this weekend?
I think we've we've done pretty well in the past. In the beginning, we were losing more games maybe than we were winning, and then over time, we've kind of changed that. I mean, I think we've won twice in the past. Did we take second one time too? I can't remember. This weekend is kind of be fun because again we're playing age appropriate for the first time, so I feel really good about it. But then you never know because I looked up a team and they're coming from Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
Detroit's that's a big soccer area. So
Well, we talked about a Royal Oak team from Detroit who actually gave the Norsemen here one of their only 2 losses, the other coming from the number 1 ranked Spring Lake. So that caliber of soccer coming from that side of the state, you're correct. And they're always up there at the Cherry Cup, and they're always the ones to watch out for. But good luck to you guys. I know you do well, and good luck to your players. And real quick, if I can have your daughter, Miss Grace Ferfinski, join us.
Can I bring Eloise and Liana too?
You can bring Eloise and Liana for emotional support.
Okay.
Even though I know Eloise wants to say hi. Eloise, can you say hi to your mom and dad or grandma or somebody?
Hi, I love you all.
All right. And Liana's probably shy. Or do you want to say anything?
Hi, Grandma and Grandpa, I love you.
Okay. Hi, Grandma and Grandpa. Now, Grace, quickly here. We've got about 2 minutes before play starts again. What's your favorite thing about soccer in this team?
Like, I don't know. I love the team. I love all the girls on the team. It's very fun, I guess.
So you're not only teammates. Would it be safe to say you're pretty good friends with a lot of these girls or all of them?
I love them all.
Good. It helps when they're friends because you guys have each other's back on and off the field, right? Now, this might be a difficult question. What's one of the best things you like about having your mom as a coach?
I like her as a coach. I like everything. I don't know.
That's okay.
Is that a good answer?
No, it's a good answer. At least you're saying, well, I don't want her as a coach because
Yeah, get her off.
it's hard being a kid of a coach, isn't it, sometimes? But and I know your mom said she used to run around and watch kids all the time. I think she was referring to your older brother Trey, and then you have a twin Asher who are both very athletic. What has your brothers brought to you? Any advice as far as competitiveness or sports? What have you taken from your brothers as far as the way you might play or the way you might compete? How do you relate to them?
They're both like very positive and stuff, so I like that. I kind of think about that, I guess. Yeah.
And sometimes in sports, right? It's hard to stay positive. I mean, you don't win every time, and that's tough. But you got to get on to the next game. Sometimes it's the next play, so they keep you positive. That makes sense. Now, I don't want to take a page from Scoop's playbook if he's still around us. He always asks House of Flavors, what's your favorite ice cream? I got to take it a different route. What's your favorite restaurant in town, and what do you order there?
I think I like Applebee's, and I like the Alfredo.
So you're a pasta girl. You're carb loading.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Will you get some Alfredo in you before the tournament up there this weekend?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so shout out to Applebee's. Grace will be there for some Alfredo. We got about 45 seconds. We want to thank Miss Trish Ferfinski, the coach of the U15 Waves, her daughter Grace, and we got Eloise Kwasniewski and Liana Veneman up here in the booth. And thank you guys for joining us. If you're at the game next Monday against West Michigan Christian, feel free to come up and let us know how you did. Or look, I got the chills. Maybe come up and bring some hardware up here if you're happy to bring some hardware. So we'd like to march that around and just at least tell us how you did. And most of all, go have fun this weekend. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, guys. Thanks. You see ya. Again, we got 9 seconds to go for a good second half. We got a 0-0 score here from Oriole Field. Christine James joining me, Todd Scoop Hansen, and Mason Conger. We are about ready to get this second half going.
Our exclusive halftime show sponsors are Pierre Marquette Builder. Pierre Marquette Builders are located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. Pierre Marquette Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. Looking to build? Give Scott a call to set up an appointment at 231-398-7463. It's nice to have a little conversation with some future Orioles that'll be playing at the high school level next spring.
Yes, it's been a long time coming. Again, we said it's and any group's a special group. It doesn't matter how many games you win or whatever. I think, a 14-year-old girl came up here and said the most important thing, that they're friends on and off the field, You can have the most talent in the world, but unless you have chemistry, it's that chemistry. That talent will get you, 70% of the win, but that chemistry will get you another 15, and then that other 15 is coaching. Okay.
Yeah.
And in some cases, some of the years, it's 50% is the talent, and you got to find that 25% chemistry, and then the 25 from the coaches.
Yeah.
But you cannot just win on talent alone. You have to know. There's 11 positions out there. They have to get along. They have to communicate, and they have to play as one unit. And that's the difference in a lot of these teams as we look at these district runs down the stretch. That team chemistry goes a long, long way, as well as respecting their coaches and listening to their coaches. If you don't have that chemistry and you don't buy into what coaches are saying, that translates into a short run in district play.
Yeah.
And that's not what Ludington's used to. So, again, credit to Coach Anderson and what he's built here. What I did want to touch on, too, it's credit to this soccer program is this is the first year where middle school soccer actually started. There was, I believe, 5 teams, including Ludington, and they go and play their tournament this weekend. The girls that aren't playing up in the Cherry Cup, the group of 7th and 8th grade girls for Ludington is playing in the middle school tournament this weekend. So we wish them well, too. And, again, thank you, Coach Anderson, and our athletic department, Brent Gillett, our middle school athletic director, for being a big part of that, I'm sure. And it's just good to see not only the travel soccer through the waves, but actually school soccer at a middle school level come to Ludington. That's really, really neat. And just an opportunity for more girls to play and more touches and more development.
Yeah, helping build a program from U5 all the way up. That's just so important for our...
Yeah. Back to play here. It appears a little pressure here early. Ball wide of the goal here. A little pressure early from North Muskegon. We've got one striker up there. Maddie Gasaway's up top. Corner opportunity here for North Muskegon from the southwest corner of the field.
Yeah, the girls are looking into the sun a little bit here.
Yep. They're coming from the backside here. Great ball, but that carried again with this wind, Christine.
Yep.
If you look at those flags, they're not going 20 knots like the first half. It's kind of dying down at 7:41 at night here, but that wind is still strong enough at likely around 15 to 18 knots to make that ball sail. So that happened to us in the first half.
Right.
Now it happened to North Muskegon. So kind of eye for eye there, and we'll take that.
Right. Still a factor, but definitely worked in our favor.
Yes, and you made a good point. Oh boy, here's a left foot there. There's a cross stopped by Reese Willis. There's a blast from the 18 over the goal post. Again, that was a left foot from number 12 there from North Muskegon. She's done that a couple times on a rope. Fortunately for Ludington, they sailed over that goal. When I speak of number 12, again, her name is Alex Johnson. Again, Christine, only a sophomore.
Oh my gosh, yeah, she's a powerhouse out there.
Yep, you look at number 2, Emma Creed, who coach Emmy Creed, who Coach warned us about. But we also, in this game anyway, we got to look out for Alex Johnson here.
Yeah, number 2 has some sweet footwork.
Yep. And our Alex clears the ball. Our Alex Busan wearing the 22 jersey. Again, just clean play, even play here. We need to shore up our marks a little bit, and
nice play through.
Yep, nice through ball to Kylie Johnson. Rangel in the middle here gets it wide out to Maya. Maya's not afraid to use Reese Willis as her drop, who sends it in. Emma can't turn on that and switch it down to Maya. So North Muskegon on a little run here. Elle gets misplayed the step there. I don't know if her foot got caught in the turf. Ashley Stowe steps up. Good job,
nice.
Ashley Stowe. Allows Cambria a clean view of that. And
well played.
Yeah, well played. And there's another one. Well played.
There you go.
No, we're going to add that to our soccer lingo book.
Right.
But well played. And it was well played by Ashley. And again, that was number 2. That was Creed from North Muskegon. She is their striker up front. And Ashley, both Ashley L. and looks like Alex Busana up there is marking number 2 as we speak. Speaking of ball, inbounded to number 2, header back here to number 1.
Oh, I thought she was gonna put.
Yeah, didn't get enough on it. She wanted to switch the ball. So we've got Emma in the center here. They're looking to move it up the side. They didn't get through. Kylie got a foot in there. Now Ashley's got to get on it. Try not to let them cross. Great job, Ashley Stowe. She did exactly what she needed to do because you see, Christine, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 Norsemen in there waiting for that ball to get zipped across.
Yeah, if that had been a clean cross, that would have been real dangerous.
Yeah, and like Christina said earlier, you look at it looks like Todd Scoop Hansen is at the national anthem. Our girls are literally saluting. It looks like, good save by Cam, because that sun is in their eyes. If you look at when North Muskegon has a corner in the southwest part of the field, Ludington is a hard time seeing. With that said, obviously North Muskegon's having a hard time seeing.
Yeah.
But the sun definitely a factor here.
Do a shout out to Ludington Paint and Glass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 843-8250. Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all your projects, is proud to support the Ludington Orioles sports while being a sponsor on the Orioles Sports Network.
Yeah, and thank you to the owner of Ludington Paint and Glass, Matt Ewing. He's helped us out with the inside the 18. There's a shot there.
Oh,
again,
Cambria.
Didn't get enough on it. That's got to be Cambria's, Britain's, probably I'm guessing 14th save of the game.
A little fumble on the kick there, but boy, she has been solid.
There goes Kylie Johnson, turns on it. Oh, we just need one of those to get through. We got to push this offense up a little bit. But again, we haven't had many through balls or opportunities. North Muskegon's really controlling this game so far with 33 minutes to go in this half. But Ludington is doing a good job defensively, shoring things up. But I would say at this point in the half, I think North Muskegon's definitely the aggressor coming out here. Billings with a nice switch there. Can Maya get to it? No, Rangel's up, Gasaway's up there. Again, hats off to this North Muskegon defense. They're in control. We're having to play instead of Billings up there, up top. Looks like Gasaway's up top. Billings is more of a mid for control because that center right there, you got to control balls that are coming across because these balls getting switched left and right. And these players can get a foot on it. Know it. You've got to have a girl to clean up the garbage too at times, and that's what Maddie's up there in the center with Rangel, and then our normal defensive set there.
Got a little scrappy there with Maddie Gasaway, and I wonder if the Norsemen are going to start playing a little bit like that, have that tone to it a little bit, since they haven't been accustomed to dealing with this kind of evenly matched game.
Yeah, and you got to think a lot of these players have played at a higher level and trained at a higher level with premier teams. Ones I can name again, El Jerusalem, and you've got Billings that have traveled on these premier teams, and I'm sure a lot of the North Muskegon girls and play at that premier level. These referees, they will let it
Let
them play,
Yep.
and it's rough.
Nice through ball.
It's really rough, and you're right. We're seeing a little bit more of that, and as we should as the second half moves on. Again, we liken the first half to the early rounds of a boxing match where they're figuring things out, but now it's the gloves are starting to come off, and we're starting to play a little bit more soccer. Here's a shot from the 18, just outside the corner of the 18 by number 19 from the Norseman. Again, just wide, but she put a lot onto that, Christine.
Yeah.
A lot of zip on that ball.
What do you think Coach Anderson's strategy is coming into the second half? The scoreless game right now. I mean, I think he's definitely wanting to give the girls some more opportunities to score, but not not let down on the defense either, knowing how strong this team is.
Yeah, and you can't risk your defense. And again, Coach Trish is up here. She builds her team around defense. Any good team does. Good championship teams. You win it with defense. You look at, our executive producer Thad Schenk. He would tell you, would you like a fantastic offense or a gritty defense? The words gritty defense come to mind, and all these teams are built around that. And I'd like to say, walk in Holly Gym. Okay, anybody that walks in Holly Gym that's listening, look up at those banners. Okay, look at what those banners and how many of them are filled with conference championships, district championships, state championships. But look at those teams' schedule. Okay, we've played, Spring Lake. We'll play Traverse City West. We will play Traverse City Central. We'll play again the Norsemen, the number 3 ranked team. We'll play West Michigan Christian. We don't shy away from competition. And same with Coach Schenk. He doesn't shy away from Grand Haven, those tournaments, Traverse City. Here's a shot here. Great job there by Reese. Shot, Cam fields it. Wow, one almost got loose again. But back to what I was saying, you don't get good by, I'm not saying bad competition, but
Right,
even
you don't want a full
competition.
schedule.
Right. So those teams that have those years on those banners, they don't shy away from competition. They schedule competition. And I admire that out of Coach Anderson and you look down the schedule early season like but well, you know what? Here we are. We're at a 0-0 game with 29 minutes to go, and we're proving we belong, and like we know we did. But you're right. I mean, there's going to come a point in this game where, I'm sure North Muskegon expected to be up a little bit maybe by now.
For sure.
And
After seeing how our game against Spring Lake went.
Sure, absolutely. Here's number 2 with it. She's got Elle on her. What a matchup here. Elle just takes that ball and sends it about 30 yards downfield. And she says, I'll see you next year, number 2. I'll be a senior next year. You'll be a junior. And we'll do this again year by year.
Oh, nice pass by Kylie.
Yeah, Kylie, when she played for me, we call her lefty. She's got the nice left touch. She's got a great left foot. So
and that's special. That's something that's really tough to learn.
Yeah, as a coach, it gives you options where to place her on the field, just like that. If she wants to switch or send up line with it, she's got that left foot. Much like number 12 from Muskegon. That girl, she's got a right, she's got a left. Here we go, Billings inside. She'll send it across. Reese Willis with it, taps it to Rangel. Back to out. Here we go. We're moving the ball quite well.
Nice passing.
Yep.
Oh, little communication.
And here comes North Muskegon on the run the other way. Got a girl wide. I don't think Ashley sees this 24 to her back. They're going to get it to her.
Hopefully
24 has it.
Oh, they called it off. Yep.
Whew, that was close. I don't think Ashley still. Of course, I don't know if anybody would see that unless they had eyes in the back of their head.
Right.
But I saw the Ludington bench warning her that 24 was back there, and I thought she caught it just at the last minute. But luckily, credit to the referee. The AR here caught the offsides, and here we go the other way. North Muskegon's doing a good job of taking one touch, a turn, and distribute. They're looking for other players. And not only they're looking for the other players, the players are looking to, you see where their hands are. Their hands are down saying, hey, I want this ball here. I want this ball there. They're doing a good job of it. And not that Ludington is it. We saw some, they connected 7 passes without a North Muskegon girl, touching the ball. Yeah. And so, again, both teams are doing a good job. Their heads up. They're looking around. We just needed that one through ball. Here, had a run right there. Maya Martin coming back at it. That was almost our break right there. We got a handball called right there by Reese Willis. Decent call. Could have went kind of either way, but likely won't hurt the Orioles here because they're placing it at the 40.
Yeah.
But again, some strategy involved here where we need to be tight to our marks and playing. There we go. Again, to Billings. Bad bounce there. Bad bounce there.
Yep.
And again, number 12, Johnson, with the left foot, putting it on Cambria, but not much on it as she fell down.
Nice control by Kylie. You know, I liked how when the North Muskegon players were putting together some nice passing, our girls were not chasing them. Then that's really showing some maturity and some smart play by the Orioles, because sometimes you get caught up and you see them dominating a little bit there, and then you start chasing the ball and wasting a bunch of energy.
Right. And good teams know that. The good teams know they can play keep away, if you will.
Right.
And again, we see some subs coming in. We've got young Charlotte Torres coming in for. It looks like Kylie Johnson, Charlotte Torres in the 4 jersey, as a freshman coming in. Charlotte's an excellent defender. She's got great speed. Unfortunately, she's coming off an ankle injury. 2 weeks ago, she was sitting out at the JV level. She did play the last couple games, and she looked really, really well at the defensive position. Looks like they got her defensive mid.
I was going to say, is that usually where she plays on the JV squad as well?
She'll play the sweep back there at the JV. So, she got kind of elbowed by 24. But, hey, Charlotte Torres, welcome to Varsity Soccer. It's good for them. There's Charlotte coming right back, making a play on the ball.
Gonna let it go.
Smart play by El Jerusalem there to let that ball go. Let's see if Cam will take this kick, or likely El will take it out of goal here. El can boot it a good 40 yards, through the air. So it's always just nice. Not only do you have a trustworthy, heady player back there, but you got a kid with a leg. She can get you a lot of yards here to kind of start things. Where other teams, if you kick it, shorter than that, that creates instant pressure. So Reese Willis on the wing, way wide here, up to Maya Martin. Maya gets pushed from behind.
Oh,
no
they're
call.
Letting them play on after that, and she's still down.
Maya is hurt.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
She's grabbing her side there.
Yep. And that will not make Maya Martin happy. Once she kind of physically comes to, if you will, Maya Martin will remember that. It's just that, again, not to beat a dead horse, but that should have been called.
Yeah, I agree.
Looks like Maya's okay. Maybe just the wind.
She might.
Of course, it's always shocking when someone shoves you from behind unexpectedly, but again, I better let that go.
Right.
Okay. Play resumes with a throw in here by number 4.
It's a big throw.
Great throw. Kick.
And Cambria was ready for that.
Great throw on a bounce. Number 1 just took it off her foot on a 1 bounce there and put it right to Cam. Again, good defensive pressure, not allowing these girls to really wind up and get all of that on it. If they're allowed, another extra step, they'd get all that, and Cam would really have her hands full with some of these, especially the last 4 shots she's faced. Again, looks like Maya Martin.
They're getting a call here.
Yep,
so.
Maya got, I don't want to call it a makeup call. I don't want to call it a makeup call, but that's exactly what that was.
I think so. I think so.
But again, good job by the officials tonight overall.
Keep it fair.
Keeping it fair. And again, it's a competitive game, of course, 0-0. Exactly what we wanted to see here tonight at Oriole Field with 21 minutes and some change to go on the clock. Let's see if Ashley Stowe can get to it here. Smart play by Ashley.
We're going to shout out to Team Loney at Team Loney Real Estate. Thinking about selling your home or property? Let Team Jamie Loney and Christina Simone at 5 Star Real Estate help you. They'll walk you through the process step by step. Jamie and Christina take pride in their communication, organization, and putting clients' wants and needs first. Call Jamie Loney at 231-794-9740 or Christina Simone at 231-343-4598. Today, Team Jamie Loney, 513 South James Street in Ludington.
Good job there by Cambria Britton again fielding that. Looks like Maya Martin. We have Kylie Johnson come back in for Maya Martin.
Give her a breather.
Give her a breather. She's getting some water. She looks to be okay. I think it's a good call by coach just to get her out, get her a breather, make sure she's okay, and calm the emotions down. Gas away on a run here. Gas away on a run here. Shot up and over. Shot up and over. We had an opportunity.
That was a nice
there.
opportunity.
Very nice opportunity. Again, solid opportunity. Just a good through ball. Got a good run. And Maddie, she had her hands full with the defender back there, the sweep, and she just outworked her. It wasn't a lucky bounce thing. Right. Maddie just stuck with it, got her opportunity, and got a decent shot on goal.
Yeah, it's tough in those situations to keep it low, but keeping it low and shooting for those corners, it's kind of hoping for that.
Yeah. Ball wide here to Charlotte Torres. Look at the speed. Kept it in. Not only that, that was against number 2, the sensational sophomore from North Muskegon. Should be a throw in here. Elle Jerusalem taking it. And of all girls that can throw it for us the farthest, it's Elle.
Yeah.
When you get girls like this that can throw like this, it's almost like having a corner kick in a sense, this far deep in the zone. There it is, right to Billings. Shot on goal. I'm sorry, that was Emma Jane McKinley. Tinkerbell out there. Yeah, she was right there. So 2 quality chances for Ludington in the last 2 minutes. So play opening up here. And Ludington putting some pressure on at the 19-minute mark here. In the second half, 0-0 from Oriole Field.
Coach is putting Maya back in. Did not want to keep her out too long.
No. And of all things, Maya didn't want to be out too long. That girl is a competitor. Here we go. Charlotte Torres again. Oh. Charlotte not giving up any space. And she's a fearless kid. Much like her younger twin sister, Addison. Those girls are very competitive, and they will not back down. Big throw in here for number 4. Elle tries to make a play. Rangel's got it. Good little step by Rangel. Now we need to pressure the ball right now. Billings does just so. Uses her body and wins that ball. Yep. Wins that ball and goes wide. Johnson out there to make a play. Looks like it's out of bounds. North Muskegon's ball. And number 1 for North Muskegon, Christine, she got a breather, and she is a weapon. Maya Martin coming back in great minutes here by young Charlotte Torres on a bummed ankle. So
good for her.
Yeah, we've seen the 2 freshmen in here. We saw Hatch give somebody a breather, and now we saw Charlotte out there, and look at her. She's still limping, but she just gave it all she had. Great minutes from her. Ball on the far side. It appears to be a corner.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Reese thought Muskegon, North Muskegon had last touch on that. She's not too happy with the call. Regardless, North Muskegon corner kick here. Ball's in play.
Oh.
Whistle here.
Oh, it looks like they changed the call.
Okay. Either they changed the call, Christine, or maybe
do you think it did touch outside?
It may have, or I don't know if we walked them up and got them off. I don't know what the call was there, frankly. Regardless, we'll take it.
Yeah. Get it out of our territory.
Again, Elle Jerusalem taking the kick here. Cambria, Britton looking on.
Looks like the coaching staff is just wondering the same thing here.
Yeah, as Christine pointed out, the North Muskegon coaching staff not happy with that. And again, we'll try to maybe ask Coach Anderson after the game what that call was. But we play on with 16 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the game. Gasaway looking for a little help here. She gets it from Kylie. Kylie Johnson steps in, but 18, who usually plays sweeper for them, they're more of a defensive mid playing with her now. North Muskegon getting a little bit more aggressive with the 16-minute mark approaching and pushing those better defenders up to more defensive mids up there. And not necessarily Christine taking some risks, but they are pushing the issue as far as the pressure on the Orioles.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the Orioles back down on this at all, though.
Absolutely not. And they won't. Here's 12 with a throw-in. She had a heck of a game so far for North Muskegon. But again, here comes Cambria Britton out there. Alex and El Jerusalem work together there and tie her up. Cambria throws it out to Maya Martin. Maya Martin here again, using her body, looking for the contact. And again, she goes down and gets the call. And I think
we're going to get a kick out of this.
I think, yeah, it's gets the call, Ludington possession. 15:20 to go, 0-0 from Oriole Field. North Muskegon Norsemen against your Ludington Orioles. Been a great, great match here today, Christine. We'll have El Jerusalem take this kick here. She sizes things up, picks to where she goes. She got all of that. She got all of that. Let's see here. North Muskegon answers. Here's Reese Willis. Played it. Little header there by Reese. And
That was a tough read.
Yep, tough read. Looks like the ball went out of bounds. Belongs to North Muskegon. We'll regroup. We need to get tighter to our marks right here. We're leaving kind of girls on these inbounds a little bit loose. We tightened it up at the end. But number one with a play here. Just came back in the game. Can she switch it across? Cambria comes out. North Muskegon topples over our keeper inside the keeper box. No call.
Are they calling it a goal kick?
It looks like
Or a...
Oh, wow. They give a corner of all things, too, to North Muskegon.
That's too bad.
Interesting. And again, I believe the referee, they've done a great... Now they're blowing it here. What do we got? The last one went awry for North Muskegon. They're resetting it. So it's just a little give and go outside the corner of the 18. They wanted to get in. She did not get all of that.
That strategy hasn't been...
No, it has.
Wasn't working for them, but...
No, not really, Christine.
We're fine with that.
Absolutely. Rangel, what defense there. Cam plays it.
Oh, my gosh.
Those little one-hoppers, it's a timing thing with her. And again, she's an aggressive goalie. She commits and...
Has a good read on it.
Yep. Kick a little short here to the 35, but we're right there defensively. It looks like North Muskegon isn't committing their defense to playing up as much. But we need to, do some carrying, some passing, maybe up the sideline. The ball has spent a lot of time in the middle of the field for North Muskegon. And if you have that ball in the middle of the field, it gives you the opportunity to distribute from the outside, get across, or get a shot. So Ludington needs to protect the middle of the field. Maddie Billings just working here. Through ball to gas away.
They doubled up on her.
Yep, doesn't punch through. They brought that defense back a little bit, and it's helping. Here's the sophomore, number 2 for North Muskegon, Creed, to number 1 for North Muskegon, who's been battling with Reese Willis all night. This could be a shot from number 12 from the 18. Yes, it is. Cambria is there.
Another save.
Yep. Number 12, I would say, has probably 7 to 8 shots from just outside the 18, and she's put all of them on a rope. Very dangerous player. Here's Elle right here. Cam coming out. Great play by El Jerusalem. Great play. I hear the North Muskegon fans appreciate the pressure from them, but you got to appreciate how Elle played that a little bit more if you're a defensive person for Ludington. Great work. Cam might let this go. Yep, she fielded it outside the field of play. Ludington ball with 11 minutes to go. 0-0 here. Little tap to L to get a little bit more, 5 yards out of it. And that ball goes all the way to the 40-yard line on a hop to Maya Martin. Maya challenges. Ball working up the sideline now. And Billings comes to help. Billings really taking it on late in this game here. Here's a run by North Muskegon. Can she get to it?
No.
Pretty good run, though. Good effort, North Muskegon. Ludington's had the same effort, too. It's just nice to see kids working this hard. You can come into this and say, well, it's a non-conference game. Well, it's this. Well, it is a conference game. But
it's just such a great matchup.
Yeah, and both teams are preparing for districts. They're not in our district. And you can kind of brush it off like that. But every kid, every coach out there wants to win this game, wants to have a share of that conference and go on go on to say, we beat a quality team.
Right.
Whether we beat them or, I'm not even going to say they beat us, but it's a quality win either way you cut it. It's just nice to see quality soccer. And like I said, primarily a really clean, well-played game. The pace is definitely picking up in the second half here with 10 minutes to go, 0-0 from Oriole Field here.
And the progression that this Oriole team has made over the course of the season it's really impressive to see how far they've come.
Yeah, and a lot of it's team chemistry. I'm not saying, and I don't know the girls well enough to say, hey, they do have great team chemistry, but it seems they're at least better communicating with each other as the season rolls on, and that's just as important.
Yeah, it takes time to develop that.
Yeah.
Shout out to McGee Insurance Group. The McGee Insurance Group has been serving West Michigan since 1939. They provide quality insurance coverage tailored to fit your needs and budget. McGee Insurance services include auto, commercial, home, health, life, and umbrella insurance. McGee Insurance Group, 5965 West US 10, located next door to Ludington Chiropractic and Dr. Mark Yeck. Call 231-845-5000.
And again, Mason Conger, thank you, our technical engineer, Christine, on the color commentary, executive producer, Thad Shank, and our cameraman, Todd Scoop Hansen, who probably has the steadiest hand in all of Mason County, because, folks, as you know, Todd will be sailing on that Badger, and that Badger can get pretty rocky. So if you want any guy with a steady hand on a camera, it's Todd Scoop Hansen, or any guy that do Badger bingo on the better shot here, shot wide. That was an opportunity from the PK line, around the PK line. Again, number one. So you've got three numbers really for North Muskegon that are threats. Number 1, number 2, and number 12.
Yep.
And they have all had their opportunities. Cambria Britton has denied every single thing thus far, coming at her with 8 minutes to go in the match. And Billings with a good job playing that. Wants to get it back. Oh, good steal by North Muskegon. Good step
Nice
here.
job by Ashley.
Yep, Ashley Stowe. Her sister Haley looking on in the sideline. And Haley's cheering her on, saying great job. Haley's saying to that defense, though, you guys need to push up, walk these girls up. We haven't seen an offsides call yet. And Haley's doing a great job in the back end of that defense. Being vocal as an assistant coach. Here's Maddie with it here. Through ball here to Gassaway. Gassaway keeps it in. She's looking. Help's coming. She's got to maybe drop it down to Billings. She does. Billings steps through. There's Billings didn't get all the way on that. She wanted that shot. She turned on it.
Yeah, she had taken a left on that. She could have sailed it over to Emma.
Yep, just didn't quite get that foot planted, but I'm telling you, number 18, who I would argue would be the Norseman's best defender here. She was right on that, and Maddie gave her all she could handle. So that's Spencer Zizak. She's a senior, number 18 for the Norsemen, who is their sweep. Here's Billings again. Over to Gassaway, back to Billings. Maybe looking wide here to Emma. They came in step. Again, we talked about the Norsemen's defense. And here's up the line here. Who's stepping up there? That would be El Jerusalem at the 40. At the 40. So El, the timing of it. And some may say that's risky, but when you got a kid like El with tremendous speed, balance, and the vision included, and just all, like we said, all those times at Premier and playing down there, she knows what she's doing. You can trust her back there.
That high-level experience prepared her for this, for sure.
Here's Emma taking it. No call in the center. Good no call there by the referees. Billings controls, tries a through ball here to Johnson. Johnson on a run, equal. We're pushing up. Coach is yelling, press up to his players. And we got a ball down the line off North Muskegon. So L comes up from way at the sweep position. We got a throw in with 6 minutes to go on the clock. A 0-0 game here. Mind you, Ludington is also undefeated in the conference, albeit they do have the 3 ties. So both of these teams undefeated. Emma goes down. Good call there. This is a huge opportunity.
This is huge.
And El Jerusalem slowly walks up here. She knows blood's in the water. Let's see what we can do here with a 5-minute, 42-second mark here. With this angle, this can be better than a corner kick. She walks it off here. North Muskegon's pressing up a little. We're walking down, still staying on sides. We're walking them down. They're actually walking with us, giving us that opportunity. There's the ball. Up and over, just over. A little bit off that is what we needed. But hey.
That was such a great opportunity.
Great opportunity. But hey, with 5 minutes to go in the game, we're going to have hopefully a couple more of those, and one is all it takes.
Yeah, just keeping the pressure on. These girls are, you can tell they're hungry for it.
They are. Now we've got Billings up front with gas away, so maybe coach is pressing the issue here. We are creating offense. Speaking of, Billings has it, goes wide, tries to go wide to Maya Martin. Maya can't handle. One on a run, and who's back there? El Jerusalem. Talking to Cam. She might drop it to Cam. No. Fighting inside there. There's some grabbing by one, and there's a call.
We got the call.
Yeah, El Jerusalem absolutely saved that. And she wasn't sure if Cam was calling for her to drop it back. Of course, if a defender drops it back to the goalie can't field it with her hands.
Nope.
Cam would have been very vulnerable there. But El fought for that, and one committed the foul here. So with 4 minutes to go in the game, Ludington on a run. Can we get it up to the wing to Maya up there? Billings looks. Emma switches it. Emma gets it up line like we wanted to Maya. Maya on a run. Crosses 18, the senior up. Maya Martin on a run.
Oh.
We have a call. The call goes against Maya Martin.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
The call goes against. I mean, Maya wanted that. I like that to be a no call personally. I mean, both were going for the ball, but unfortunately, call goes against Ludington and Maya Martin there. But again, here we go. Ball down the field here. Stepping is Reese Willis. She needs to make up some ground here. Great job recovering by Reese Willis. Elle's there to help. There's a switch ball. Dangerous number 2 in the center. Ashley Stowe working inside. Great job by Ashley coming to help. There's a shot blocked by Alex Busan. Great job, Alex. And ball out of bounds to Ludington here with 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go.
Shout out to IRCA Auto Center. IRCA Auto Center is founded on trust, integrity, and respect. We are proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices so our customers keep coming back. The vehicles on our lot have the best prices and quality in the area, so come by and see us today. The IRCA family has been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. IRCA Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 845-6282.
That was off the goalpost, but it was the
out of bounds.
Yeah, it was the football goalpost. Now in soccer we have football with a U. Again, another thing we have to pass on to our
terminology.
listeners. Yeah, another terminology. But that was actually off the football goalpost there. Cam was there in good position. Elle takes the kick here. Now down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go on the clock. Let's see. We've got. They're still playing with 3 defenders back, but 3 forwards. Now 4 forwards up for North Muskegon here. Kylie needs to make a play here. Off of North Muskegon. Good.
Ball.
Minute 57 to go, 0-0. Ludington's pushing the issue here, which I love to see the aggressiveness. Coach is not playing for the tie. Players want to win. We got to get that one last shot, one last run. Here we go. Rangel steps too. Good step by Rangel there. Ball on the end. Kylie Johnson's getting a workout. And Maddie Billings stops. Step to drop here. Ashley Stowe took one
right
to
the face, I think.
It did. Ball from number 2 went right to Ashley's face. Let's see. Probably one of the toughest kids out here for Ludington. Coach Anderson stepping out. Not sure now if she's bleeding. We've got Jen Mraz, the trainer, coming out to look at Ashley. Quickly, our team kind of,
She looks a little rattled after that.
She does. Jen's going to check her out. That hurts us. I'm not I hear all the crowd, our crowd, North Muskegon, cheering for her. She's up. She's off the field safely. Great sportsmanship by North Muskegon. Ashley looks to be walking fine. She's talking to Miss Jen.
Yep.
I'm sure Miss Jen's going to ask her a series of questions, and we know what those questions are related to, Christine.
Yeah, for sure. She's doing some tracking exercises right now. So.
Yep. There's a drop ball kick here. Rango plays it off the side. Cam needs to make the call. Comes out, makes the call.
Does. Yeah.
Great job by the defense there communicating. Those are those things that where other teams, they don't have that communication, where things go awry, late in the game. Johnson plays it opposite way here. Look at Billings. She's playing too. Here we go. And we got Charlotte Torres again stepping in on defense for the now injured Ashley Stowe. And look at Charlotte Torres. She is mixing it up. She looks like she's played out there a full season for Coach Anderson. Not afraid of the moment. The freshman, not afraid of the moment. Okay, we need to stay on it. Reese there. Ball goes to the center. They make the run.
And Cambria makes the save. With 30 seconds left.
Commitment by Cambria Britton. 30 seconds left. Christine, there's got to be 30 cars in the hill.
Oh, yeah.
We got to run here. This could be it. Over the goalie's head. Wide right. Oh, wide right. Maddie Gasaway. This clock might run out. We got 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
That's a tough one.
5. And that is the ball game. Let me tell you something, Christine.
Was amazing.
As far as quality chances, I would say each team had quality scoring chances. The game ends in a 0-0 tie. No one likes a tie, but I'll tell you what. If you're at Ludington right now and you're looking forward to that district play, and you came off that Spring Lake loss, that 8-0, that forfeit loss, 8-0, and you as a coach or a player wondering how your team's going to respond, and you respond to this, to the undefeated in the conference Norsemen, only
huge.
2 losses. It is a
huge game.
It is a huge game. And next week, it's only, it's just as big as a game when, former state champion West Michigan Christian comes to town. So.
And I'm thinking North Muskegon's probably a little stunned by this outcome. They're thinking they probably had it in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, and you look at body language, right? Body language is a lot of things. North Muskegon is not happy walking out of here. I mean, neither is Ludington.
No,
neither is Ludington. You look back and we had our opportunities, but as far as like a game-to-game scenario, when the Spring Lake Lakers come into Oriole Field and you walk off the field not playing that full game, that sticks
tough.
with you.
That's tough.
And again, from a coach's perspective, a parent's perspective, and especially a player's perspective, the question becomes, how are you going to respond to that? And Coach Anderson and these players
you can tell. Look at his face. You can tell this pretty much equivalent to a win, and I think for him.
Yeah, and much respect from the North Muskegon's coach. It was just a good, not a game, it's a match, remember, Christine.
Right.
But it was just a great match here on the pitch at Oriole Field. We just, the cars were honking. Again, a big crowd tonight, beautiful night at Oriole Field here. Thanks to all our sponsors. Christine's going to read one more.
Yeah,
speaking of Ashley still, real quick, I think Ashley's looking fine. We'll get an update from Coach in here, but this is, I believe, her Uncle Todd's company,
yes,
Groundworks
I
Landscaping. So let's give Todd a little credit here.
A little shout out to Groundworks Landscaping. Groundworks Landscaping is located at 5634 West Dewey Road. Their vast and professional job services include outdoor improvements, landscaping, subcontracting, excavation, drainage from heavy rains and gutter issues, hardscaping, site work, deer food, plot work, decorative concrete work, tree removal, hauling and delivery of landscape materials, irrigation services, and retaining walls. Groundworks Landscaping gives free estimates, and they can be reached by calling 231-690-3969. Their website can be found at groundworksmi.com.
Good Lord, that is the longest commercial I've ever seen.
Yeah.
For Groundworks should pay triple. If Todd Stowe's out there, Coach Shank, executive producer of Ludington of the Oriole Sports Network, ought to be charging Todd Stowe triple for that. But no, I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's actually Todd Stowe is actually Ashley's dad. I was referring to her uncle John Stowe.
And it looks like Coach Anderson's heading up to chat with us, give us a little post-game interview. So,
and again, much like players, you got to think coaches get body language too. I think Coach has a little pep in his step today. He's not that kind of slumped over, I got to do this.
No, not so much. Not tonight.
He gave a quick attaboy to his players, and, his players are excited. They're getting a good stretch out. Again, we've got Coach Chris Anderson, head coach of the Ludington Varsity Girls Soccer Program. Coach, 0-0 contest. Both teams had opportunities. You're coming off an 8-0 loss last week here at Oriole Field against the Spring Lake Lakers, and you're playing an 11-0 team. The only two teams they lost to were a Royal Oak team and then another former ranked team in Spring Lake.
They lost to Spring Lake as well.
Another former ranked team in Spring Lake. So again, a quality North Muskegon Norseman team. Tell us about your team's performance now and how you guys rebounded from that loss last week, and what made you guys come out and play like this today?
Well, that loss, you got to take it for what it was. They're a number one team in Division II, and they're probably a top 5 team in Division I. That Spring Lake team, they're legit. And, you got to look at the positives from that game. At halftime, it's 2-0. Right. And then in the second half, we're down another starter because Katie Rangel can't go. We were already down a starter when the game started, no Alex. So things turned in the second half, and Spring Lake, they capitalized on that, type thing. And I just talked to the girls about take it for what it was. You're playing a number one team in the state. It's not a conference game. It doesn't mean anything. But the thing is we know it put us in a game where we have to play under pressure, and we have to play faster, and you have to make decisions quicker. And I think, honestly, that game, not the score, not the result, but the speed of that game, the intensity of that game, and how good that team plays made us ready for this team. And I kind of thought, if we would have been healthier earlier in the season, take away those 3 ties that we had, I kind of felt this is exactly how this conference season was going to play out. I knew North Muskegon was really good. And I felt we were good as well. We just didn't have, we didn't have Katie Rangel the first half of the season. Maddie Gazaway was in and out, with different injuries and stuff. You put those two out there, and we're a formidable team, and it showed tonight. And, they played hard. They played aggressive. Maddie has that chance right there at the end to steal a win. But, I told them, hey, this is postseason soccer. And, that game last Friday, this game tonight, and the game Monday, we play West Michigan Christian, who's ranked number 2. And, if you look at North Muskegon and West Michigan Christian are 2 and 3 in Division 4, and they're in the same district. So somebody's not coming out of that district.
Oh, that is going to be a battle. Let's talk a little bit about, again, you faced Spring Lake and you faced, North Muskegon. Again, looking to your next game here, I believe it's at Oriole Field on Monday the 20th. You play the West Michigan Christian team that's coming in here. Like you said, they're ranked as well. So 3 games going into district, and you match up against, I believe, Big Rapids in the district. What does this game mean on Monday to you, and what kind of game do you anticipate on Monday that's going to help you go play Big Rapids in first round of the
Again,
district?
same type of game where we're going to have to make decisions quick. We're going to have to play fast. We're going to have to, not make a mistake, because if you make a mistake, they're good enough, they'll capitalize on it. So we got to play sharp. We got to play as a team. And, yeah, exactly. These 3 games are going to have us postseason ready. And I went and watched Bay City Western. Bay City Western plays the exact same style that North Muskegon, but that North Muskegon team is much better. They're more fit. They play the ball better. They're more aggressive. They're more dangerous. So this was a good game for us, and I think a confidence builder moving forward. And
absolutely. Now, Coach, your defense. Cambria in that Spring Lake game, she
led well.
She led into 8 goals. She faced 38 goals,
right?
And 10 of those goals that she did save were phenomenal saves. She had a save down here. There was a little miscommunication, I believe. Reese and Al, Cam Dove saved that. Talk about Cambria. Talk about your defense and what they mean to this team.
That's what we've been hanging our hat on all season long. It's kind of the Oriole way, It's the same in basketball. It's the same here, soccer. We hang our hat on defense. We play close games, close to competitive games, and we look for those opportunities that we can capitalize on. And we almost got that one, there at the end. And Cam is really, I would say, within the last few games, really started being more aggressive, more of a leader, more confident, and leading this team and doing what we need her to do. So.
And you look at youth, Coach. You've got Emma McKinley's a senior, Gasaway's a senior. but everybody else is coming back, and you got 2 freshmen that stepped in tonight. Eva Hatch gave you some quality minutes, and Charlotte Torres came in. First of all, how is the health of Ashley Stowe? She took a ball to the face. Is she looking okay?
Yeah, she's fine. I think it was more a little shock type thing, and maybe just a little, off there right at the end, but she'll be fine. She'll be ready to go.
And about we just love the depth on this team, and those freshmen getting some minutes, stepping in for some quality minutes, and not only that, just all the kids, the energy on the bench. Just a great quality win, and a little bit about what your thoughts are, any changes you might make for Monday's game, or kind of status quo as far as players or the way you'll match up with them.
I mean, we are kind of who we are, so there probably won't be a lot of change. But, I think the last thing kind of I want to just end with is, congratulations to this group of girls. We finished the season undefeated in conference. Yeah, we have 4 ties, but we didn't lose to anybody, and we took the top team who also didn't lose to anybody, and we played them 0-0. And, the second half was a little rough, but, hey, we still came away 0-0 against a really, really good team. So,
well, congratulations,
thanks.
Coach. We look forward to seeing you here next Monday against the West Michigan Christian team, and that'll be another good one here from Oriole Field, and we appreciate it, and good luck the rest of the season.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Coach.
Our post-game sponsor, Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, a caring business, foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Well, Troy, it's been a great matchup. It's nice doing this game with you tonight. So, just another great night at Oriole Field.
Yeah, on behalf of myself, Troy Veneman, and Christine James on the color, and Todd Scoop Hansen on the steadiest video camera in Mason County.
You're gonna turn me into a soccer fan.
Yeah, I think so. I
night.
think that's the beginning of his soccer career now.
He's welcome up here anytime, and of course Thad Shank and our technical, and then I got our technical engineer right next to me, Mason. On behalf of them, thank you very much, and we'll see you next Monday from Oriole Field as your Ludington Orioles take on the West Michigan Christian Warriors here from